Hey everybody, happy first Friday of November. Right now it's scheduled to be in the 70s today, tomorrow, and Sunday. You think I'm not going to the woods? Yeah, I used to be a rebellious person. I thought I gave that up, but I can't wait a month to go camping. This is probably the last good weekend, so we're going to head up to the ANF. Don't know where we're going to end up yet. We'll look. We'll see what we find. By we, yes, I mean I do have Nuggy this time. So heading over to the truck, we're getting out of here. We'll catch up to you once we're up there. Hope everybody's doing good, and God bless. Hi everyone, Nuggy and I made it up to Forest Road 179. Yes, same place we were last time. Where'd Nuggy run off to? There she is. I didn't want to go to 130. It's hunting season, and the state game lands are pretty close to those camping sites, so I just wanted to stay away and be more of a quiet spot. And it seems that everything I trimmed when I was here, first weekend of September, 2 months. It's 2 months since I've been out. That's crazy. But everything I trimmed in is still down. And I didn't bring my weed eater, so it's a good thing. Everything has kind of stayed down, and the trail where the potty goes is still there, and nothing's grown. So that's awesome. Fire pit's still there. And we'll get some wood. I brought my chainsaw. I don't know about tonight. I know it's only going on 2 o'clock. But by the time I set up and chillax for a while, take care of Nuggy, and then have some dinner. Got a couple new beers to try this weekend, and yeah, some stuff on the griddle. I mean, cooking with the griddle, not on the griddle, but that's how this weekend's going to go. Easy stuff. So here we go. Let's get this site set up and relax. Alright guys, right, Nuggy? I'm just about set up. Nuggy is already buried back in there sleeping. I have me some salsa and tortilla chips, garlic flavored, a little energy drink. But what I want to do is give you a little pro tip. And if you're using a luggable loo, and there are many ways you can do this, some easier than others. I know there's a lot of different products out there that you can line a bucket with and use cat litter or animal bedding, things of that nature, cedar chips. But if you just like to use a simple way and use the bags from Reliance, they have really shot up in price. But if you get the Camco bags, they're the same price for 10 as the Reliance bags are for 6. So, and they are exact same thing. I think Camco pays them for them, but they are the exact same thing. Camco toilet, it's the same toilet as the Reliance toilet. So it's a money-saving tip. If you like it to keep things easy, I do. They're pretty good, mess-free. So take it for what it's worth. Now, a side note, Walmart does sell a generic brand of these. They are not as good. They do not have as much moisture absorber inside the bags. They are cheaper, but those have also gone up in price. I would prefer using the original ones. The double zipper on there holds everything in. I mean, I throw it in a trash bag when I take it home. I don't leave it lay out by itself, just in case. That's the last kind of mess you want to have on your hands. So keep that in mind down the road if this is what you're using. Sure, peanut shells and cat litter and things like that do work. A little bit more work, a little bit more to bring with you, but I just like the easy way. Alright everybody, we are pretty much set up. I do have the bathroom back there, kind of tucked behind a tree in a relatively flat area. It's pretty breezy up here. They were calling for it, so what are you going to do, right? Got the generator tucked in back over here. Won't need that till bedtime. Tonight's dinner is going to be the tamale boats. I made this back, I think it was August, September last year when I was up here at this spot. Kind of had my measurements off on the size of the tamales and the size of the boat. So I did get some soft tortilla bowls that are bigger. I also got some tamales that are bigger. So we're going to see how that works out. Anything on the Blackstone will be good. I probably guarantee that. But something I did pick up recently, this little thing to hold the spatula. I was tired of finding a place to put it down where I wouldn't get grease on stuff. So that works out pretty well, and I just wash it when I do the dishes. So that'll be fine. But yeah, we'll be doing tamale boats. We've got a couple hours to go. It's only 3:30. Like I'm set up, and Nuggy and I will probably take a walk down the road. It's a nice day up here. It's 70 degrees roughly. We can go in there and check the temperatures. I know Nuggy's already in her little nug head I brought along. She loves that thing. There she is. Alright, temperature is 71 outside, 67 inside. So yeah, it's a nice November day. It's kind of crazy for November here. And there's many times we've had snow at this time of year. So yeah, we'll do some cooking tomorrow morning. I think we'll do a breakfast bowl. Since no one has yet to chime in on a name for it, we'll just simply call it the breakfast bowl. I do have a new bushcraft knife I picked up, relatively inexpensive. And we're going to try that out this weekend sometime. And we'll get back to you as soon as we're done with our walk and start doing some dinner. Thanks for following along. Hey everybody. Although it's only a little after 4, I'm going to start prepping some dinner. Those are the tortilla bowls. I'm going to open up the tamales. 2 tamales per bowl, I'm hoping. Dice up some onions and jalapenos, a couple cloves of garlic, top it off with some cheese, Fiesta cheese, and then we have the street sauce. I've not tried this before. It's supposed to be medium. Could have been hot, but they didn't have hot. And that'll go on after they're cooked on the Blackstone. But if you go back to my video from last year, and I'll share a link down in the description, when I made the original ones, they were the small tortilla bowls, and I had small tamales, and it was tough getting one in there. But they ended up pretty good, so I wanted to try it again. So we'll do that. Alright, all chopped up. Obviously I'm going to have more than I need. We're going to save the balance for scrambled eggs in the breakfast bowl tomorrow. Whatever's left that I can't fit in these bowls. So let's get them in the bowls, put some cheese on there, and then we'll be ready to cook when it's time. Alright, got my prep work done. It's only 20 to 5, another hour. I'm going to sit down and chill out with a beer and Well, then we're start cooking, or at least heating it up till the cheese is melted. And we'll enjoy our dinner. Alright, I've fired up the Blackstone. I'm just going to get it warm before I go putting the food on here. It's getting there. The thing with this Blackstone is there's one big H underneath as far as the heating elements or burning elements are concerned. So in order to get the best out of the heat, it's either one side or the other. If you're cooking on the whole thing, that's a different story, but right now we're just gonna try to get as much heat out of this 1H and the crossbar as we can to heat up this tamale boat, and we'll enjoy them when they're done. But right now I'm just gonna let it heat up a little bit before I throw them on there and cover them up, obviously. So it's really not hot yet, but as soon as it is, we will cook. Because the sun is going down and it's getting darker out, and it's not even 6 o'clock yet. And we haven't changed the clocks back either, and that's something I didn't even mention. Tomorrow night, 2 in the morning, so Sunday is going to be an hour earlier sunrise, hour earlier sunset, and that's the way it's going to be till next March. So I know they've started working on passing some laws and changing that. They just can't decide, do we want the extra hour in the morning or the extra hour in the evening. If it were up to me, it'd be the evening. I'm going to go into work, and who cares at that point, right? I want that extra time when I get home, especially in the summer. We're out here camping. So we'll get back to when we throw these on there. Okay, I was debating, speaking with Nuggy, who really doesn't know anything, whether I should make some windscreens out of foil for the 3/4 around the Blackstone that the wind's blowing from and leave the back open for air, or just chance it at this, because the wind is dying down the more the sun goes down. So I guess we can chance it at this. We'll see. See how it goes. If it's called for, then we shall do it. Now these boats look a lot better than the last ones. The last ones are tiny. So yeah, a little cheese fell out. I wanted to get these before the sauce I put in there really soaked through the bottom. So, cover these up. We'll come back and check on them in a little bit. All right. Okay, I just had to do this while I'm cooking dinner. But Nuggy is definitely chilling out in the chair over there, and she looks a little tired. Oh, I said I should have named her Dora, the Explorer. Because she does a lot of that when we're out here, and it's kind of hard to keep track of her. And up here there's a lot of coyotes. There's bear, which I would think would be getting ready to hibernate, but in warm days like this, black bears are prone to get up and walk around and wander and look for food. So it's always a challenge with her. She always wants to explore something. But she's a good camping partner. Alright, let's check it out, see what we got. That was that crappy ass one. It tipped over and is dripping on the griddle, but that's fine. That's fine. I was just worried about it soaking through. Got a little bit more to go. A few more minutes. Alright, let's check it out because it sounds like it's bubbling. Oh, that's about done. Cheese is really, really melted. It's really, really hot. So I'm going to get these off of here, and I'll show you what they look like when I do, because if I screw up, I don't want anybody to see it, nor do I want it on video. So, well, you'll know if I screw up, plain and simple. Okay, I didn't screw up, and this one that's leaking over the side is the one that was at the bowl that was a little off, so I didn't screw up. It's time to eat. Throw some taco sauce on there, or this Herdez. I don't even want to try and pronounce that. This is street sauce that they use in Mexico as well as California. And they're street tacos, and this is what we're going to use on here. And we'll get back to you and tell you how it tastes. Alright, again, I didn't screw up. That is that bowl that was weird. So, it is what it is. But it still looks good, right? Cheese really melted. Wow. Alright, we'll get back to you. I gotta tell you, this is good. Probably could have stayed on for another couple minutes. The peppers and onions are still really, really crunchy, but that's still pretty good. I haven't added the sauce yet, but I just took a taste. It's hot. It's good. Just as is. And we got Nuggy right there. See inside there, I brought her Nug Hut with her, her old Nug Hut. I'll show you that when we turn in. Okay, I've sauced it up. That sauce is really pretty good. And even the medium isn't quite medium, but it's got a nice little kick to it. It's delish. Now we'll catch you guys again before we hit the sack. We'll enjoy this while in the meantime. It's getting dark out here and colder. Hey, what's up, guys? Starting to get chilly out here. It dropped down to about 64 degrees outside, still 67 inside. Nuggy's in her Nug Hut, staying warm. I'm going to grab a new beer. I'm not into fruity beers, but something about this one caught my attention and I had to buy it. So we're going to get that out of the fridge right now and I'll be back. Thing is, it's not even 7 o'clock. It's getting pretty dark out here. Got jalapenos on the way. Alright, this is a Fatheads Brewery beer. I've had them before, different beer. This is a honey blueberry ale. Like I said, I'm not into fruity beers. The honey got me, not the blueberry. So we're going to give this a try. It's still early, like I said, not even 10 to 7 yet, 6:47. I know. Feels like it's ready to climb in. I've already started the generator up. I can start watching TV, or movies rather. This feels way too early. This is it. It's light, and I can see after cutting the grass on a really hot day that this would be a really good beer. Where's the label at? There we go. Like I said, this is from Fatheads Brewery. Their original location was in North Olmsted, Ohio. They have 3 now. There's one in PA and 2 in Ohio. If you get the opportunity to pick this up, they have a number of good beers, but this is sweet and it's really good. Good aftertaste. It's a good ale. I highly recommend this. So I wanted to start this earlier. I should have done this before dinner, but I didn't. Figures. Because every time I open up a beer and tell you how I feel about it, it's time to go to bed. And most of the time I don't even drink them. I just take that first couple sips and get my reaction, and that's it. So as for reactions, I currently have a time lapse going of the sunset. The sky is almost dark, but I'll add that on after this part. Tomorrow morning we'll get up and we'll have ourselves a breakfast bowl. I think Sunday morning we'll get up and we can have some, I'm sure with Nuggy, we'll have some hash browns and bacon with some cheese on it. Why not? It's fattening. Why not? It's getting to be winter time, and like a bear, let's just put on some weight for winter. Doesn't everybody? When you worry about it in the springtime? I'm beyond that point where I worry about it in the springtime. You either love me for who I am or you don't. Plain and simple. But I think right now I got my book in there, do a little bit of reading, put on a movie to fall asleep to, and that's going to be the end of it. After this beer. So I wish you all a good night. Thank you for following along. I'm much appreciated of the new subscribers and the old. Don't want to leave those guys out. We'll catch you tomorrow morning for breakfast. Coffee. The most important part is coffee. Y'all have a good night. Hey everybody, we're in the camper. It's 7:15. There's Nuggy sleeping in her nug hut. Got the heater turned on. I just got in here. It's 66 inside, 59 outside. And go watch a movie while I read a book. And my latest book is, there you go, The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Fuck. Okay. Comes in handy for work. It's a good book. It's got good reviews. And that's what we're doing. It's the end of the night. Still have the time lapse running out there as it's still a little light on the western horizon. I'll turn that off when it's dark. The moon is rising. Should be full next week, not this week. But there's some clouds moving in. Gave some color for the evening. So we'll see how that goes. Otherwise, we're inside here, sitting down. Like I said, I got my book, got my dog, and we're good to go. As long as nothing else happens, we'll catch up with you in the morning. Hope you all sleep good. Have a good night, and God bless. Well, good morning everyone. It's 7:15. Start making some coffee. Nuggy's up, I'm up. Get the coffee cooking and slowly start working on some breakfast. And hopefully some daylight. Alright, it's getting later out here. Looks like we could be in for a nice sunrise. The stars last night were just fantastic. I was up at 5. Of course, the body clock's getting me up, but I was up at 5 and it was just beautiful out here. It was awesome. We do have some clouds rolling in. There is that slight chance of a shower, but with my luck, as we know, that slight chance is 100%. But we'll see what pans out today. Didn't have any visitors. Relatively quiet night. So Nuggy and I slept well and warm. It was 52 for a low, and had it up to 80 in the Joey here, but turned that off after a while. It was too hot. I would have started panting like Nuggy. So, yep. Beautiful morning. And we got sunrise coming. Nature will paint a better picture than any artist ever could. Not saying that artists are bad, because nature's better. Alright folks, had our coffee. Time to start, I still have a couple sips left. Time to start working on that breakfast bowl, of which I may have 2. So I need to get a knife, which is in my pants pocket. Open up this bacon. Get a slice of bacon out of here, if I can actually ever open this up. You package food like they don't want you to eat it. Did you ever notice that? our little bowlsy. That's going to be pretty close. Once I dump the eggs and the peppers and onions in there, left over from yesterday, we should be alright. A mixing bowl. Here's an egg. Yeah. Don't want to touch something with raw eggs on you. And with our leftover veggies from last night. Of course, we need some cheese. Same cheese. And our veggies. So we'll do about half the veggies because I might have 2 of these bowls. So how I feel after the first one. Okay. That's good. We got Nuggy hanging out down here. She had a leftover tamale this morning, so she's doing pretty good. Make sure everything gets coated good. I'll dump it in there. Dump some cheese on. Fire up the griddle. Use it as an oven again, just like last night. So, yeah, I think that's going in the garbage. So there we go. Probably could have used 2 eggs, but oh well. There we go. Throw some cheese on that bad boy. Let's cook her up. See how it turns out. Alright, we do have it on the fire, so it really hasn't gone anywhere yet, but it started, and we'll give it a good 10 minutes. Alright, it's been a few minutes. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, bacon's folding over and greasing up. Cheese is starting to melt a little bit, but it's the eggs that are important. They have to cook. No doubt about it. Let's take another look, shall we? Closer. Not close enough. Alright, we're going to take another look here. See what we got. Oh, that's looking pretty good. Well, it doesn't look like enough. But it's looking pretty good. Another couple minutes. Make sure that egg is done. I think we're about done. Let's check it out. Oh yeah. I don't know if you can see that bubbling or not. See if I can zoom in there and get that. But, oh yeah, that's about done. So, get it done. Put that somewhere where it ain't gonna melt. Hopefully it won't melt my plate. I don't know if you can see that. But yeah, it's small. I'm gonna have to make another. Here. I don't know if you can see me alright, but let me scooch over a little bit. Alright. There we go. Before I get started with lunch, I want to go over this knife. And in the meantime, Nuggy and I went for a walk, and it is so windy here. The canopy had blown away, so I had to tie it down. And I've never been in that much wind where I had to do that before. But this knife is made by Odenwolf in Oldenburg, Germany.
which is Old and Forest in English. It's a family business, and they're just getting on the international market. It's packaged really nice. It's a $25 knife on Amazon. Alright, I've already opened this up. This is wrapped in a piece of cellophane. I took it out when I put it back in, the cellophane ripped, so that's why it's not wrapped up. It comes with a little envelope with some cards. Tells you about the product, tells you how to care about the product. If you want to be involved with the company, they're new to the international knife market. It's alright, Nuggy. Nuggy's really scared of the wind. So that's what's in there. The knife itself comes in a TPU sheath. It's either put it on a belt, you can hang it from a lanyard around your neck. It's in there really good, so it's not going to fall out. Full tang, 440 stainless. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to make any fire sticks with it tonight because of the wind. I mean, I can still make the sticks, but I'm not going to use them. It is really windy unless I wait till the sun goes down, because that's the driving factor in the wind. But it really feels good and balanced in the hand. Also has a TPU rubber handle on here, and it is sharp. And speaking of sharp, one thing I do not have, and I do need to get, and I have it in the R-Pod, but I don't have it in the Joey or in the Viking, but I need a first aid kit, because of all the knives I have for cooking, it slides in there nice. Anything could happen, right? Why chance it? I do need a first aid kit, at least some band-aids or something like that. Not necessarily a full-blown tourniquet and everything, but it wouldn't be bad to have. But for presentation wise, this came really nicely packed. Should close this envelope back up. Ooh. It'll fit on the belt loop, it'll fit on a lanyard around your neck. Full tang stainless. We're going to try it out. They're relatively popular in Germany. So, you can hear that wind, it's getting pretty nasty. So next time out, which will probably be next year unfortunately, we'll give this one a whirl, see how it works. But just wanted you guys to check it out, let you know it's only like $24.99. They have different variations, and it was 1 day delivery, so there you have it. Now we'll get on to making a pizza for lunch. I know Nuggy's looking forward to crust. That'll keep her from clawing at my legs. She wants to be held because she really doesn't like the wind. So that's the name of that tune. Alright, on with lunch. Okay, I'm getting this pizza ready to go. That's not good. That wasn't my plan. But I cut up one of the tamales, and as you can see, there really isn't much meat in those things. That's pretty funny. But I cut it up and laid it across the pizza, covered it in some more cheese. We'll see what it turns out to. Why not experiment, right? Alright, let's see how this is going with the high winds. Hey, it's working. Another minute or two, we'll be ready. Alright, before I eat it all up, that's how it turned out. Not too bad. Nuggy likes the crust. That was pretty good. Tonight we're going to have some, and if I can cook it with this wind, we're going to work on some Philly cheesesteaks. So, yeah, right now this wind is just something else. Nuggy is completely freaked out, and I'm cooking this pizza. I got stung by a bee on the back of the knee. That was a rhyme. So, yeah, wildlife is out. It's over 70 degrees here. Crazy weather for November. A lot of times we got snow on the ground already, not 80 degrees almost. So, all right, let me go eat that before it gets cold from this wind. We'll get back to you later. Still debating on going down to Forest Road 141 with all this wind. Don't know what I'll find, or what I'll find when I get back. So, who knows? I don't know if you can see that sucker, but that's what got me. He's huge, about 2 inches long. And I felt that, trust me, I felt it. Well, good morning, folks. Yep, last time I talked to you was yesterday at lunchtime, and after lunch it was Battle of the Winds. Last night's temps never got below 60. It's 74 in a camper with no heat, just Nuggy and I. Right now it's 6:23 after turning the clock back.
Nuggy's still sleeping over here. Passed out in her little nug hut. I had to move the generator in. We had some showers come through, but yesterday's wind was so bad I couldn't even cook dinner. The Blackstone would not stay lit, and all I was doing was tying things down and holding the fort, you might say. All right, now we've had a couple showers move through. Had to move the generator under the canopy, but we didn't get any heavy rain. Nothing else is blowing away, except the bathroom. It did blow over, and I had to fix that this morning. So, but it's getting light out. It's almost time to get some breakfast going. Still haven't decided exactly what I'm going to eat, but it's time to pack up and get out of here. I'm really disappointed in yesterday. That was just crazy. Just crazy. All right, we'll get back to you once we're up and out of here and working on breakfast. Hey folks, we're up. Got the coffee made. I'm still deciding on breakfast. Eggs and bacon, hash browns and bacon, breakfast bowls. Maybe a breakfast bowl will do good. Cut up some more stuff, and I think I still have some stuff left because I only had one yesterday. But that's what we're going to do, and we're going to pack up and get out of here. Not that it's a bad day. It's cloudy, still a little breezy. See, I'm holding stuff down. Whatever it took yesterday. I heard a few trees come down, so I don't know if you can see that over there. That came down. Hoping the road is open. I haven't heard anybody come down here today. Yesterday there were a few oil field workers coming back and forth. Other than that, there wasn't anybody. So, relatively quiet, except for the wind. Bathroom's still standing back there, but it's been blown over about 6 times. Stakes pulled out of the ground. So, it's been an adventurous weekend to say less, but yesterday was just a total bummer. That's all I did was hold stuff down, keep it from blowing away. Yesterday evening went inside and started reading again and had a movie going, and that was it. Didn't have dinner. Couldn't even light the Blackstone. That was it was too windy. It wasn't working. So it is what it is. That's what you get when you go camping, and they call for breezy chance of shower. So it was a little bit more than breezy. It was brutal. Totally brutal. Let's hope we make our way out of here, and there's always next time, which will probably end up being next year. So we'll get back to you before we leave. Hey everybody. Another weekend come to an end. Brutal wind, but it was still a good time. Didn't make the dinner I wanted to last night. That happens. Nuggy was scared to death, but she was better today because the winds aren't as bad, but they're picking up today. A little lull in it right now. I'm just wishing the camera doesn't get blown over. We're going to try and get out one more time this year as long as there's no snow on the ground. I can deal with the temps. But we'll see. Still want to get back up here. Yesterday was just like I said, we tied everything down or we held it down, and that was it. I couldn't even start the Blackstone. It was just too windy. So we'll do it again. If not, we'll be back next year doing it again somewhere else. So if everybody's doing well, God bless you guys. Take care of the land and each other. Till then.